Hello everyone, Ben Stevens here with Protein Pantry, and I'm with the dieter of mine, Father David. And I wanted to bring him on camera because he's utilized our recipes so well with events and gatherings that he's had. And he has a lot of events he has to attend, and he's handled them very well. He's learned how to go through these events and eat compliant, make the best choices, and he's lost weight through the hardest time of the season. He's gone the whole holiday season on this system, and he's come out with a pretty good net weight loss instead of that big net weight gain that most people come through the holidays with. But he's excited to go into the new year. You know, our theme this new year is resolve to get metabolically fit in 2019. So you can truly reach the goals that you have in mind. And it's so important to be metabolically fit to enable you to reach the goals that you have in mind. And so, Father, you know, I've loved the way that you've utilized our recipes and the choices you're making in all these tough situations. Tell me a little bit about going through the events that you have to go to a lot and how you handle those. Tell me how that's been for you.
Yeah. Well, I've appreciated your kind of input and suggestions on how to navigate those social events. You know, as a priest, I get invited to a lot of meetings with lunches or social events where there's a lot of snacking and things going on. And so just knowing based on the lists of approved foods and foods to stay away from that you've shared with me, just sort of like eating around those either appetizers or foods that I know aren't compliant with the diet and that are really going to set me back. So just the other day I was at a lunch meeting, and the sandwiches were brought in and they were put before us, so I just know to take the bread off and to eat the meat, the lettuce, the cheese, try to stay away from any of the heavy sauces or things that might be on it. Have a little bit of the soup that's offered, and really call it good there.
Right.
If I'm feeling a little spare after lunch, I know that I can always grab a snack bar in the afternoon. I've learned also when I feel that ebb in energy, to have maybe just some salt water. I'll just instead of hot tea, I just put some hot water in a cup, and I add some of the salt, and just sip on that. And actually, have kind of developed a taste for that as well, and find that it balances those electrolytes back out. So I kind of get equilibrium again, and then I'm ready to kind of move through the afternoon into the evening.
Awesome.
So, and I find that actually I like the ketogenic diet in that I don't really miss a lot of the fruits. I've gotten away from the cravings for the sweets. That was probably my biggest challenge, was just the especially like the baked things, the cookies, the brownies, chocolate. Before we really got started, I would just find in the evenings I would just really be overwhelmed with these cravings, and learning how to reset my metabolism and that kind of that whole system in my own body. I don't have those cravings in the evenings anymore, which has been great. That's really helped me. But what I do enjoy, I do like the Protein Pantry snacks. There's a little something sweet, and it's just enough to kind of finish the day on. A lot of times I kind of look forward to that, maybe an hour or 90 minutes after dinner, before I call it a day. I'll have one of the snack bars, and so that's been a nice substitute for other things that I might have been grazing on that weren't helpful.
Sure, and that's why we have these, is to be able to have that snack and replace the junk that's going to hurt you metabolically. And I love that you said, your schedule's kind of been where you've had less sleep than usual, but your energy is greater. And you used to have those lulls in the afternoon, and even with less sleep, you don't have those lulls
Right.
anymore, and
Right.
I love hearing that. You're able to achieve more and be more productive that way.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I move right through the afternoon without just that period where you just really have to go find another cup of coffee or get up and move around. So that equilibrium and energy has been very good too.
awesome. And then tell me, you've been preparing meals for other people
Yeah.
that are, off of our recipes, our ketogenic recipes. You don't really warn them ahead of time. You just serve it, right?
Right.
And what's the response been with people when you do serve them these recipes?
So, fortunately, I do like to cook, and I can follow recipes pretty well. I built up my little kitchen to have the things that I need to, prepare the food accordingly. And so through the holidays, I enjoyed receiving the different recipes through Thanksgiving and Christmas that you were putting out there, and the suggestions on how to approach those different holiday meals. But I invited my parents and one of my brothers over on Christmas evening for dinner, and I used the prime rib roast recipe,
Right.
and found a great prime rib, and prepared that. I did the twice baked zucchini, and then the riced cauliflower potato recipe. All three of those I put together for Christmas dinner, and my folks, my brother, they loved it. I mean, it was flavorful. It was pretty easy to prepare. It takes a little dexterity with the zucchini to core those out
Sure.
and prepare that filling, but I enjoyed the afternoon, just on a Christmas afternoon, putting things together,
Yeah.
and you don't really need a lot of complicated kitchen gadgets or things to put it together either. And the shopping wasn't difficult, too bad at all. I mean, it did take me a little while to find truffle oil. Whole Foods in Wichita, if you're looking for truffle oil. But overall, I was able to find between the normal grocery market and the whole the Whole Foods markets, find everything that I needed.
Yeah.
And so I've enjoyed it. I've offered the riced cauliflower and the zucchini again, so they're easy to prepare.
Just recently.
Yeah, just the other day.
So you feel confident going into the new year that you're going to continue getting healthier and metabolically fit, and you have the tools to do that.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm excited for the months ahead, and I'm grateful that my trajectory for burning fat and getting my metabolism kind of repaired is showing gradual but consistent movement in the right direction.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's just helped that I've just made that decision that this is my life now. This isn't a temporary fix. It's not something I'm going to do for a while and stop doing. I'm finding that this is a preference that I have when it comes to eating, and this is something that I can do, that it makes me feel better overall in many different ways. So, I finally hit that moment in life where I realized that I just can't keep following the old habits. It's time to change for the better. And so
Exactly.
2019 will be continuing that.
I appreciate your testimonial, Father. It's been great watching you go through this. You're doing really well, and I know it'll be an inspiration to others that they can do this.
Absolutely.
And so just really appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And thanks a lot for watching, everybody.